This past Saturday, October 11th, my mom passed away after being sick for most of 2025. It's been a hard year. Afterwards, I wasn't able to do my normal live show the next day, the Every Other Sunday show. So, I apologize for that. I wasn't able to stream on Twitch this past Monday night like I usually do. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to make this video today, but I learned something this week that helped. It helped me out, and I thought I'd share it with you, and maybe it'll help you as well at some point. I hope it does. I found that making myself do some hobby work has really helped me feel better. For a few days after she passed, I mainly was just making calls, and letting people know. And that was obviously a lot of sadness and such and everything like that. And when I wasn't doing that, then I was just either sitting in front of the TV, not really paying much attention to it, or I was sleeping. On Tuesday, I had an online business meeting and then that I had to attend. And then after that, I decided that I needed to do something to kind of take my mind off of things. So I grabbed some 3D printed scatter terrain that had been sitting there for weeks, and I just started painting. Catching up on podcasts, doing simple paint work on some scatter terrain pieces and that. It gave me something to do with my hands and something else to think about as I listened. And it's really helped. I should have known this, of course. I've been espousing the benefits of miniature painting, the miniature painting hobby for years. How it's stress relieving and meditative and all that kind of stuff. And it's true. It really is. Focusing on busy work can really help some people to get through hard times or grief. Now, could that busy work have been yard work? I mean, sure, but I find miniatures more enjoyable. I talk a lot about hobby motivation on this channel. I know a lot of people have a hard time, building and painting their miniatures when things are going pretty well in their lives. How are you supposed to get the motivation to paint and glue when things go terribly, like a friend or a loved one passing? The only answer that I can give is that it can help. If you find yourself struggling with grief, right? I'd tell you to try and force yourself to do some sort of busy work. Don't decide to tackle a new hero character or something like that, unless you really, really, really want to. Instead, work on some terrain that you've been ignoring, or else, some other kind of low-hanging fruit. Paint some terrain, clip some bits, clean and organize your hobby area. Whatever you seem most likely to be able to convince yourself to do. Do that thing. Listen to podcasts, audiobooks, videos, whatever you can do while you're doing the other thing as well. That also helps you. Or, at least it helped me. I don't know if it'll help you, but it helped me to continue to get through the hard time, Don't get me wrong. I still get very sad about her passing. But I've found that focusing on getting some simple hobby things done while listening to stuff has helped me to feel better overall. So I hope that you never have to go through hard times and grief, but you probably will. That's kind of the way that life works. And I want to thank everyone for all the nice messages I've gotten. I really do appreciate it. This is a spectacular community, and I'll see you again next week. Thanks for watching.